All right, guys, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday, November 3rd, 2021. Welcome to the morning note here on G.A.R Capital's YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Thank you so much for joining me today and every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the G.A.R Capital YouTube. Before we begin, bottom right-hand corner of your screen, click on that white logo, subscribe to our channel, turn on notifications, like our videos, comment your questions, and we'll be more than happy to help in any way we can. Let's talk about it. Good morning. Dow futures down 81 points, NASDAQ up 15, green. S&P futures relatively flat, down 0.15%. Russell 2000 down 0.14%. Crude oil is down 2.79% at 81.57 a barrel. 10-year yields at 1.545. The dollar is down on the index, 94.04. The VIX is up 1% at 1620. Gold futures, again, that 1800 level, hard to break, down 0.15% at down 0.73% at 1776 a barrel, an ounce, excuse me. 23.45 for silver futures, down 0.24%. That was down about 2% yesterday. The euro dollar is down 12 pips, 113.83. Euro dollar 115.80, up 1 pip, flat. Ethereum futures are down 0.05% and Bitcoin futures are down 2%. Ethereum hit a new all-time high overnight. So crypto's starting to dip a little bit this morning. No biggie. Right now on the daily, if I look at Bitcoin, it's down on the hourly, obviously tapping the, I believe, if I look at the hourly chart, it's tapping the 50-day moving average. I expect that to bounce. 67,000 is still your all-time high on Bitcoin. It's currently at 62,416 on the spot. Let's take a look at some pre-market movers this morning. Then we'll go over some news together and answer some questions. Okay, this morning Zillow is down another 15.6%. Bed Bath & Beyond is up 56% pre-market. There you go. On the Dow, Apple's up 0.21%. Chevron's down 1.13%. Nike's up 0.70%. Nike's getting into the metaverse as well, and they also have a partnership with Dick's Sporting Goods. I just had an alert here. That's nothing. Boeing is down 0.24% pre-market. Disney down 0.18% pre-market. On the S&P, Activision Blizzard just reported their earnings. They're down 13.66%. Tesla's up 0.13%. Nvidia's up 1%. This morning, love that stock. Carnival's down 1%. Ford is down 0.56% this morning. And on the NASDAQ, AMD is up 0.05% this morning. Microsoft up 0.20%. Electronic Arts is down 1%, with Activision Blizzard being in the same sector. They're also down. T-Mobile also reported earnings. They're up 3.78%. And Marriott is up 1.40%. Lyft was also up this morning. They posted a nice earnings report. I do own some Lyft. I've owned that since the IPO, so it's not tons, but I own some of it. So there we are this morning for pre-market movers. Some news this morning. Let's see. Something that stands out to me. Apple's shorter iPhone 13 wait time suggests supply chain problems are easing, according to UBS. Here's another headline here. Americans getting much more optimistic about the pandemic. Latest Gallup poll shows 51% of respondents believe their situation is getting a lot to a little better. 31% says the same, and 18% says it's getting worse. And it's a plunge from 54% from the prior month. So there you go. Got some stuff going on. Lyft, like I said, they're up 13%. As Lyft says drivers are coming back, shares are up pre-market. The big one here is ADP. This is just private payroll. I really don't put that much emphasis on ADP. The real big number is NFP, which is on Friday, non-farm payroll report. So here's some of the numbers. October ADP employment changes. These are just private payrolls, does not include government jobs. 571,000 jobs added. I'll go and show you here. Large businesses gained 342,000 jobs versus 390,000 jobs month over month. Service providing sector gained 458,000 jobs, and the prior was revised lower from 568 to 523. So again, we had a revision to the downside, but again, this is the flash number, which is 571,000 jobs. This is private payrolls jobs added. DraftKings and iHeartMedia today announced a partnership for DraftKings to become the official odds supplier for iHeartMedia's radio stations. There you go. Florida has sports gambling, so DraftKings has sent out a petition to petition the governor and the state legislature to provide DraftKings in the state of Florida. So far, only one sports book is allowed to operate in Florida as of now. That is the Seminole Hard Rock Sportsbook. I have used it. I used it yesterday. Won on the Braves. I sent that as a signal to our masterclass students, which was cool. Again, it's just fun. I don't charge for it. We hit 2 yesterday. We hit a NBA parlay, 5 teams, won a little bit of money, $75, and we put $100 in the Braves to win the game. So congratulations to the Atlanta Braves for winning the World Series. Pretty cool to have some fun with our masterclass students, talk sports here and there. NFL season will be fun. But again, Seminole Hard Rock is the only place that has sportsbook. I signed the petition for DraftKings since I am a shareholder. So let's see if DraftKings and maybe Penn Gaming, Barstool Sports comes to Florida. I think it does. It'll just take time, but pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. Different world we're living. Bitcoin betting blunts. I've been saying it. Bitcoin near all-time highs. Yes, the blunt side, which is the cannabis stocks, that'll take a while. They're down a little bit. But the betting stocks, I think that we're starting to see a change. Florida is now the largest U.S. state to legalize sports gambling. That's pretty big. So let's keep that in our back pocket. And again, guys, I don't condone gambling every day. I don't condone going all in. Again, guys, be smart, just like anything else. I bet $25 on the NBA parlay, no big deal. And I got a free $10 bet. And I put $100 on the Braves, and I got it. And yes, it makes the games a lot more fun to watch. So at least that. Good morning. Let's answer some questions. Hello, boss. What is apps a short here? Actually, I need my glasses. I'm blind. And Roy says, good morning. Good morning, sir. Let's see. Apps. I'm just going to go by the chart here. Pretty simple. Let's look at the daily. We're now at 84.29. Is it a short here? So if we're going to do short term, it's at the hourly. I would say a break of right around 83.44 should sound about right, and you could target the 80s, but I don't feel great about it, to be honest with you. What time does the Fed speak today? What are they talking about today? The Federal Reserve today is the rate announcement. Don't expect any rate hike. I'm pretty 99.99% certain that they're not going to raise rates today. But Colin Powell, excuse me, rest in peace, Colin Powell. Fed Chair Powell is going to have a press conference at 2:30 today, and what he speaks about, more likely inflation, tapering, and what's the future of what the Fed's going to do in terms of rate hikes. So again, it's all about what he says, and we'll go from there. That's at 2:30 today, Eastern. Good morning. Thank you, Greg. Good morning. Morning, brother. Thoughts on the football breakout? As a football shareholder, that looks great to me. I'm pretty happy that we are moving. Still got a lot more to go. 33.76 is a breakout so far, but 35 is a big one. I say 35 is the level you want to look for. If it does break that, there is a gap to fill. Sorry about that, team. Okay, football TV. And I was looking at this. 35, if you break 35, I will target the 40 calls because 39.27 is your next gap fill. You can see it right here. There's a gap to fill right at 39.43. I'll tweet about it if you guys want. And so you guys can take a look at the chart. I will make a note. Football chart. So again, a break of 35. I like this trade for a swing. Maybe for next week, take a look at it. Let's see. What price would you add on Melly? He says he already has a position. Melly. Mercado Libre. Right now on a daily, the support is right around 1301. That seems about right. 1301 would be your ad level for if I was doing it. If I was holding your positions. Here, X calls. Here, I guess, is a stock. I've never heard of them. Hear Me is a stock. Not much here on the daily. If you look at the hourly, there is a 200-day moving average. I would say 2903. Maybe you could start taking a look at it, but I don't know about any volume there. And when it comes to X, you're talking about U.S. Steel right at the 50-day moving average on the hourly. On the daily, there is a gap to fill to the downside. Nothing really great. If it breaks 27, possibly, but I don't think it looks that great. BBBY. Okay, this is the classic do not chase. You can see a nice boost. Unless you had calls before, I would not touch it, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised if we get back down to 17 relatively soon. AMC GME fibs. I don't have the fibs set up for, actually I do have the fibs set up for GME. The GME fibs here, the next fib on the daily is 243.39. The next fib on AMC on the daily is, we're at 40.74. That's breaking, it's 48.26. So that's your next fib for AMC and GME. We do have AMC calls we filled yesterday. We have the 40s. That's great. We should be able to get it. We were as high as 44 yesterday after market. We're now at 40.95. Still gonna make some money. Maybe not the sexy bags. That'd be nice, but hey, still profit. Dip buying possibility apps. I don't know anything about apps, so I couldn't tell you. Explain the drop in dry bulk shipping costs. Is that a concern? That's actually a great thing because that tells us supply chain issues and shipping costs are going down. Things are starting to normalize. I really would hate if you guys were bearish here because you're really just saying you don't like money. November and December seasonally, after a really great gain in October and the rest of the year is usually all the time positive. It's been positive the whole time. So again, guys, things are getting better. I know everyone is, talking about different things and, oh, we're going to fall and this and that valuations. Guys, I get it. I understand. But look at the economic backdrop. Things are going to get better. I really do believe that by next year, we're going to be even higher. I would say when it's all said and done, for the next 3 years, I think we probably get to around 5,000 S&P. And I really do believe that. So I'm not selling anything. I think all dips here are to be bought, in my opinion. So that's what I'm looking for. Thoughts on ATVI earnings? I have to deep dive on the earnings, to be honest with you. There was a mortgage applications as well. They're down 3.3% week over week. Sorry, I got sidetracked there. ATVI, I saw the earnings. Let me see if I have it here on ATVI. Let me see how it did exactly. I really didn't deep dive on it because I don't own shares. I own some in an ETF, but not a big deal. ATVI, 89 cents versus 71 cents earnings, revenue beat, but there's some delays on the launch of Overwatch 2 and Diablo 4. Their guidance guides 62 cents versus 138. So they had a very, very weak guidance. There you go. So the guidance isn't the best for Activision Blizzard. That's why the stock is down. So is it a good time to buy on Activision Blizzard? With a lower guidance, not the best. Obviously, maybe we can get a little more down. We're at 67.20. That's actually not a bad level to buy. Now you're starting hitting some major support. So if you do like Activision Blizzard, maybe you're a Call of Duty fan or something like that, or was it World of Warcraft? This is a place where you start buying some Activision Blizzard, absolutely. On a technical standpoint, it's oversold. Let's see. Are you expecting DraftKings to get back to 60 end over year? End of year. End of year. The daily 60 by the end of the year. I would say around 50, 55, 58. I know it's not 60, but by 55, 58 end of the year, yes. Not exactly 60. The only reason I say it is because there's a gap to fill right here. So I think we fill it and then we'll probably come back down a little bit. But I still love it long term. Apple key levels for long and short. I am actually long Apple. I'm bullish on Apple, and I think we continue to the upside. I think it breaks 150, 157. The 152 50s had a lot of volume, so we are in those. But 150, 157 is your pivot point. Your pivot point to the downside would be right around 147.18. Hey, Carlos, good morning. Thoughts on AMD continuation to the upside and Apple levels? Apple just explained it. I do expect that. AMD has been doing excellent. We should break 128.46 today, which is the most recent highs. I have the 130 calls. I expect that to bank today. And let's see, Facebook end of year target. Facebook end of year target. Let's look at the daily together. By the end of the year, I would say a good level to kind of go by is around 351. I think 351 to 348 seems about right for Facebook or Meta, whatever, which is the 50-day moving average on the daily. I expect that. Sheesh, thanks, man. Are you taking your usual 40% with AMC or are you getting greedy? Well, with AMC, here's the deal. I don't think we're going to be at 40. I think we're going to be above it. So more likely 80, 90% or something like that because we're in the money. If it's 100 or something like that, I'm going to take it, but I'm going to leave a runner. And I'm going to leave a runner, let it ride, and see what I can get. Maybe we can squeeze a little higher, but your resistance is right around 44, 44. That's probably another 10% higher. Again, let's see how we open. But again, guys, I know the greed kind of kicks in, but at the end of the day, you see profit, you take it, and you'd be happy. But yeah, a great trade is all it is. And Baba thoughts, PayPal thoughts, stay bullish. You got it. Hashtag stay bullish. Baba, I own it long term. I think you hold it long and strong. I think we get to 171 by the end of the year. And PayPal, I am waiting patiently for 225.83 to add some more. I do love me some PayPal. Hashtag stay bullish. All right, guys, we'll leave it there. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me. If you guys are into sports and talking sports, you can follow my personal Twitter. I'll post my picks there, make life easy. If you're interested, guys, just don't go all in. Again, it's there to have a good time. Just have fun watching the games. At CEO G.A.R Capital, that's my official Twitter. Again, I talk a lot of sports there. It's really fun. So again, NFL banter, soccer banter, go Manchester United. Ronaldo had 2 goals yesterday. Mr. Champions League. So again, if you're interested in joining some of our, sports picks for fun, a little fun parlays, you never know. Some of our guys won yesterday on those picks, so never know. And again, free for all. If you guys are interested, just give me a follow. CEO at CEO G.A.R Capital on Twitter. I would love to have you follow me, and we could talk sports together and have a little fun. I talk sports, I talk sneakers. It's really just me having a good time. So join me on the weekends for football as we talk football. And have a great rest of your day, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. GARcapitalFX.com is the website, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow.